we have an intelligent leader, a man that knows and cares about the people. Comrades and friends, let's welcome Comrade Leader.
This is Gaston Browne, leader of
let's
the Antigua
welcome Lyrics Man
Labour Party.
to bring on the leader.
God's guidance and your support, we will transform Antigua and Barbuda into an economic powerhouse.
I don't believe. Hey, Alema. Election is here and yes, everyone has registered. Oh yes, we cannot settle for nothing less. Prime Minister from City West, no Gaston has the capacity and he full of integrity. Him giving the opportunity. Yes, has proven he's capable. He's also willing and able. So people, good Lord, join the battle. Will indeed fulfill your needs and your seeds will be sold indeed. So take it. This Twin Island will succeed, so come let us vote. I'm serious, let's vote. Give him your trust and vote. Gaston is a must, you got to make him victorious. So vote, his country first, let's vote. His aim is just, and I quote, to save us from some stroke. I'm telling you no joke. City West, me you say, Labour. Gaston Browne has the ability to run the country most definitely, and he has progressive destiny with Team ABLP. We've suffered a massive disaster, but now Gaston Browne and Team Labour come in to secure a brighter future. Yes, the blind can see that ABLP will lead way to prosperity, poverty. Deported indefinitely. Comrades, I appeal in Gaston, we must believe his nation he can and will retrieve. Hear the deal, boy. Each and every all achieve. So come let us vote. I'm serious, let's vote. Give him your trust and vote. Gaston is a must, you got to make him victorious. So vote, his country first, let's vote. This is a must, come vote. We soon engulf in smoke. I'm telling you no joke, so vote. I want you to vote. Come vote. Let's vote. The blind can see that ABLP will lead way to prosperity, poverty. Deported indefinitely. Comrades, I appeal in Gaston, we must believe this nation he can and will retrieve. Hear the deal, boy. Each and every all achieve. So come let us vote. Gaston is a must, you got to make him victorious. So vote. Vote. Just vote, get rid of all them blokes. I ain't making no joke. Vote, I'm serious, let's vote. Give him your trust and vote. Gaston is a must, you got to make him victorious. So vote, his country first, let's vote. His aim is just, and I quote, to save us from some stroke. I'm telling you no joke. Labour. I'm telling you no joke. I'm telling you no joke. I'm telling you no joke. I ain't making no joke. Vote. I'm telling you no joke. Vote. I'm telling you no joke. So vote. I'm telling you no joke.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Comrade Leader Emeritus, the Honourable Brian Bird, father of modern Antigua and Barbuda, colleague candidates, comrades all, a special evening to you. My dear comrades, are you ready? We ready? We ready? Ready to rebuild this country. The unity of labor is the salvation of our country. And as we celebrate this Labor Weekend, I say to you that we must make sure
that come Monday, that we put at least 10,000 people on the streets. We must make sure that come Monday, that this Labor Day will be the largest Labor Day in the history of Antigua and Barbuda. On Labor Day, we celebrate the advancement of workers. But I say to you that this Labor Day will be very special. Not only will we celebrate the advancement of workers, but we will celebrate the institutions that presided over the empowerment of workers in this country. Those two institutions are the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party and the Antigua Trades and Labour Union. And I say to you tonight, without fear of contradiction, that there is no other institution, past or present, that has made a larger contribution towards the socio-economic advancement of the people of Antigua and Barbuda. It is the Antigua Trades and Labour Union and the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party that comprises a movement of the masses that built this country. We built this country. We transformed Antigua and Barbuda from a backwater country into one of the most successful developing island states in the world. 10 years later, after 2004, we have a situation in which the UPP government has mangled the economy. They have destroyed this country. They have put 10,000 of you out of work. So this Labor Day, it is back to work with Labour. Because come this Labor Day, we will increase our activism. We will make sure that we take it down the stretch and to ensure that we remove Baldwin Spencer and the UPP out of office in the public interest. My dear people, we have to make sure that we remain vigilant. As you know, they sought to steal the next general elections. They tried to gerrymander the boundaries. They tried to disenfranchise many of you. And I have to admit, unfortunately, they were successful in disenfranchising thousands of Antiguans and Barbudans. And no matter the court decision, we will not disrespect the court, but we are sure that they made a mistake. We are sure that the judgment that the judges heard, because at the end of the day, we believe that it is very clear for all to see that thousands were disenfranchised. Many of you who thought that there would have been subsequent re-registration did not get a chance to register. Some of you were actually overseas temporarily and you were disenfranchised. Some of you as CARICOM nationals, they misinterpreted the laws deliberately, were very punitive in order to disenfranchise you. But I said to you that new list or old list, the results will be the same. The Labour Party will win all 17 seats. Let's hear it for Labour, man. And you know, we had said to them, old boundaries or new boundaries, the results should have been the same. But thank God, we were successful in the boundary case. So whereas Baldwin Spencer was relying on boundary changes, whereas he delayed the elections with the hope that he could have gerrymandered the boundaries, the court said, no way, you did not consult, and you cannot change the boundaries. And you know, they said that the court never indicated that he was gerrymandering. What the court said is that we did not prove gerrymandering. The court never said that there wasn't any gerrymandering. And we all know that there was gerrymandering. But we had a situation in which our lone commissioner obviously, unconscionably signed off on the report and prejudiced our position. And that is the reason why we did not win on that ground. But I said to you tonight that there was gerrymandering, that Baldwin Spencer and the UPP sought to gerrymander the boundaries, and they failed. But you know that when it comes to protecting the interests of the people of this country, the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party is unrelenting. And you know, we have a recent development in which Baldwin Spencer and the UPP has given 115 acres, 5 million square feet of our land, the people's land, to a European company by the name of Panel for free, for $0, not even for $1. And here's the deal. The deal is that they now, in partnership with the government of Antigua and Barbuda, through their chopper agency, will compete with local contractors to build homes. They get all the subsidies, duty-free concessions and importation of all their building material, tax-free status, everything you can think about, even the repatriation of profits. And guess what is in there for the people of Antigua and Barbuda? 25% profits. Well, we know that Panel will never make a profit, so it means that Chopper, and by extension the government and the people, will never get a return. So in other words, your 115 acres, your 5 million square feet of land, your $25 million worth of land gone for naught. Well, I say tonight to you, the people of Antigua and Barbuda, that the Labour Party will bring Panel back to the negotiating table, because we say that that is a rotten deal. We say to you tonight that that is a rip-off. And I tell you why. First of all, Panel has only invested $150,000 so far. They built 2 model homes for $150,000 total, $75,000 each. And for an investment of $150,000 EC dollars, our government gave them a subsidy of $25 million. And that does not include the duty-free and all other waivers and the tax exemptions. Now, you know, there are some in the UPP government who are trying to defend this deal, like Honourable. But you know, Honourable is typical of the pig inside the pig pen. So when you throw the stone in the pig pen, the one that squealed, he is the one who got hit. Because I cannot see how someone who is tertiary trained, someone like Honourable, could publicly support such a deal in which $25 million of our assets, our land, was given to a foreign firm, and they only invested $130,000. And let me tell you, they claim that they will construct 1,000 homes per year. But I want you to understand, it is your monies, our monies in our banks that they will utilize to build those homes. So it's not that Panel going to take, let's say, $100 million to build 1,000 homes. It is your money. So they're coming here to speculate with our land. And here's the deal. They will sell our people 4,000 square feet. 4,000 square feet of land. And if you don't know what 4,000 square feet of land is, you see all these little small houses here? They're on 4,000 square feet of land approximately. 0.1 acre. They're going to sell that to you between $20,000 and $30,000 per lot. But guess what? When they get that $30,000 per lot, $25,000 go to them to put in their pockets and $5,000 Chopper. But guess what? Chopper may not even get that $5,000 because all Panel will do at the end of the year is to tell Chopper we did not make a profit. That is a major rip-off. And let me make it abundantly clear that the Labour Party is pro-investments. There's no other political institution that has brought more foreign direct investments to this country. And we will bring more foreign direct investments in our first year in government than the UPP brought within the last 10 years. Because we are pro-investments and we have the contacts, we have the networks to make sure that it happens. So we are not against foreign direct investments, but we say that the level of subsidy must commensurate with the risk. So you cannot take up $25 million of of our land and give it to an expatriate firm to subsidize the operations. And it's not even to say that they're passing on the savings onto you, the consumer, because they're charging $230 per square foot for a plastic house. More expensive than our durable concrete property is. So if it is that they were charging you maybe, let's say $100 per square foot, then we could say, well, guess what? They're using the land to subsidize the price of the property. So here they're charging us more than what our traditional block system costs. Our traditional block homes are better than those plastic homes. And they cost more, the plastic homes cost more. It is a bad deal. And I say they must come back to the negotiating table. Now what appears to be happening here now? Baldwin Spencer clearly recognizes that they cannot win the next general elections. They tried to steal the elections and it did not work. So guess what? They have now decided to prolong the elections so they can steal, so they can rip off the people of this country, so they can fill their pockets before they demit office. And that is why we make the point that since the parliament has been dissolved, the UPP government is just a caretaker government. And we have taken the position that they have no moral authority to sign any contract or any agreement to commit the people of Antigua and Barbuda. And we say that when we get into office, that any agreement, any new agreement that the UPP government signs in the interim between now and when the elections are called, we will consider them to be wrongful. Because at the end of the day, we must protect the people's patrimony. And I say to you, as your leader in waiting, that I will take my job very seriously. And when it comes to protecting the patrimony of the people of Antigua and Barbuda, you can count on Gaston Browne. My dear comrades, I have chosen to take the Ministry of Finance because I want to make sure that as your leader, that I could make sure that there are proper systems in place to eliminate any opportunity for theft. So that deal that Bob Panel just got could not pass my desk, could not pass a Ministry of Finance under my leadership. We will make sure that we strengthen the governance framework to protect the interests of the people of this country. Because every dollar stolen means, obviously, $1 less to spend on the development of the people. And we must protect our scarce resources. And I can tell you that all of my colleagues have committed to good, transparent, and accountable governance. And within a matter of weeks, we will execute a code of ethics in which each member of the Labour Party, each candidate, will commit themselves to certain basic standards of governance. Because we are coming there to serve, and we are coming here to empower you, the people. I said to you tonight that Team Labour, we are not coming to drink milk. We are coming here to perform, to serve you, to uplift the people, to create employment for you, to provide business opportunities to you, better educational opportunities, better healthcare opportunities. That is our mandate. That is our commitment to you. When you look at what is happening in Antigua and Barbuda today at Mount St. John, they cannot even pay the salaries and wages at Mount St. John. I said to you time and time that Antigua and Barbuda is bankrupt. The country is bankrupt thanks to the UPP. And that is why you need to make this change urgently, so that the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party could return, could restore the fortunes of this country, to rebuild Antigua and Barbuda, and to make sure that we transform Antigua and Barbuda into an economic powerhouse in the Caribbean. So you must stand with us, stand firm, unrelenting, to make sure that we preside over change. Change for the better, change for the best, change for your empowerment. I close tonight by saying to you that within the next week, by next Friday, we expect Prime Minister Spencer to call elections. The reality is, the cases are over. So they can't blame the appeals court. Prime Minister Spencer cannot blame Gaston Browne. He said since March 15th that he would have called elections. Well, I said to him, Mr. Prime Minister Baldwin Spencer, you have until next week, Friday, to call elections. Mr. Baldwin Spencer, I said to you tonight that we will not stand by and allow you to continue to disrespect the people. I said to you tonight, we will not allow you to steal the upcoming general elections. I said to you tonight, we will not tolerate the nonsense that has taken place during the last 2 months. We will not wait any longer. We will force you to call the general elections if you do not do so within the next 8 days. So by next Friday, final date, call elections, Spencer. The people have had enough. And Gaston Browne calling on you tonight once again, and for the final time, to call elections. Thank you very much, my dear comrades.
Yes, I does the blessing. I does the blessing. Father God blessing. Well, more blessing. I does the blessing. I does the blessing. Them can't stop me. I am blessed.